Good morning, everyone. We have the blessed opportunity of hearing from Mary Genrich today, and she's coming to us out of the goodness of her heart. She has some things that made it impossible for her to share this morning. So she recorded it for us ahead of time and has got everything ready to go for us. I don't know if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to turn the time over to Mary. Thanks for your patience while I get everything set up.
Good morning, everybody. This is my second try. I'm going to do a slight twist of Trisha's training from Saturday. And she talked about dreams and are they big enough? Are they important enough? I'm going to springboard and talk about negativity and negative people in our lives and how they might kill our dreams. And I found this video by Trent Shelton, and I didn't know who he was. He's a football player, and he attended Baylor University in college, and he won several awards there. And then he went on to play for the Indianapolis Colts, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Washington Redskins. He then retired and founded Rehab Time, where he inspires and uplifts his audience. And so I just have some good advice from Trent. All right, share sound.
When I look back on my journey, people ask, like, what's some advice, or like, how did you get to where you got to? How did you get through, your hardest times and everything like that? But one thing that I thought about today, that really helped me is that I didn't listen to them. I didn't listen to them. And what I mean by that, I didn't listen to the outsiders. Because I'm going to be honest with you. There's people who thought I was crazy. There's people who didn't want to see me win, just like you. There's people who said, you being a speaker and all this stuff, like, it was a lot of people who didn't support me. It was a lot of people who thought it was impossible. It was a lot of people that thought I couldn't get over my pain. It was a lot of people that thought my life was over. But I didn't listen to them. One thing that I didn't do was I didn't let people place their impossibilities on my life. And a lot of us, what we do is we allow people to place their impossibilities on our life, in every area of our life, right? It might be from a relationship. They might not be happy. They might have bad experiences with relationships. They're going to tell you that you can't find a man, or you can't find a woman, or you can't be happily married because they weren't happily married, or because their relationship failed. Don't allow people to place their negativity on you. There's going to be people who quit on their dreams, who quit on their vision. There's going to be people who stopped when they were told no. When people didn't support them, they quit. And what they're going to do is they're going to take that negativity and try to put it on you. People are going to try to place their impossibilities on your life. They're going to try to place their failures on your life. They're going to try to place their negativity on your life. Don't let those things stick to you. Straight up. Like, and I know it's hard not to be influenced by people. I know it's hard when you got so much around you that's negative, but you cannot listen to them. Like, you got a vision, man. And I know some of you watching this know it. Like, you got that feeling inside of you, but you got that feeling inside of you. You got that vision inside of you. It's that one little thing you know. It's something inside you say, I know I can do it. You might not know how. I didn't know how. But I knew there was something bigger in my life than what I was currently going through. There was something greater than that loss I experienced. You know what I'm saying? And I know with you, it's the same way. But sometimes it's hard to believe when you're around people who don't believe in you. I get it. But you cannot allow them to place that negativity on you. Like, it's not their life, it's yours. It's not their vision, it's yours. It's not their dream, it's yours. It's not their comeback, it's yours. It's not theirs. What they think about your life has nothing to do with you, period. Has nothing to do with your progression. How they feel about your journey has nothing to do with your progression. How they feel about you has nothing to do with how you should feel about yourself. And you got to get to that point, man, where you don't believe them. I don't believe people who give me lies. I know my truth. I don't believe people who give me feelings when I know my facts. I don't care how they feel about me. Straight up. If you ain't in my household, you ain't in my inner circle, if you ain't somebody that I really value in their opinion, because I know you want the best for me, I don't care what you think. I don't care how you feel about me, because I know my facts. You got to know your facts. And so you got to write that down. Write down the facts of your life. Write down where you're going to go, where God is guiding you to go. They ain't God, man. Stop allowing people to control your life. Like, period. But that's on you. That's the one thing that I can tell you that in my journey, still in my journey. I ain't listening to them. When people say, Trent, you should be doing this or you should be doing more of that. Listen, man. I know what I should be doing. And I'm not saying that you have to be like uncoachable or you can't take advice from anybody, but you have to really trust who you're listening to. Because some people don't come in your life to help you. They try to give you negative opinions to hurt you, to damage you. That's what they do. They try to plant those seeds of negativity, hoping that down the road, those seeds will grow. There's going to be very few people in your life that will come in your life planting seeds of positivity, planting seeds of growth. Very few. So just because they couldn't do it, just because they couldn't be it, just because they couldn't see it, has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with you. You got to rise above all of that. Like, stop playing with your life. Rise above it. You had a setback, I get it. You had a loss, I get it. But what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? You can make some change about it. I believe in you, man. Like, I believe in you. I believe in you because I know where I was in my life, and I know what it seemed like. I know what it seemed like. And it didn't seem like anything was gonna come out of my life after my career with sports. I know what it seemed like. I know what people were making it seem like. I know the reality that people was trying to give me. They was trying to give me this negative reality. They was trying to give me this negative reality. But I didn't accept it. I almost did. I almost did. But I didn't accept it. Right? I understood where I was at with my life. I knew what I had to fix. I knew what I had to change. I knew what I had to better. And I didn't allow people's commentary, criticisms. I didn't allow those C words to overtake my life. Because I understand that's what critics do. They criticize. Go to a sports event. Go to a sporting event. I had a conversation with my son about this the other day. I said, there's a reason why people in the stands always talking the most. There's a reason why people that ain't in the game always talking the most. What they would do. What you should have did better. They watching you. And I told my son this, you can be the person who watches other people, or you can be the person that's being watched. Like, straight up. You can be the person that sits in the stands, or you can be the person that's in the game. And I'm talking about not sports, but I'm talking about life in general. People in the stands that sit back and they have nothing going on with their life, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to pick you apart, every single thing that you do, because they have nothing better else to do. That's called a critic. They give criticisms. That's what they do. But you got to stay inside the lines. Nothing outside the lines should matter. Outside, besides your coach and your teammates. Too many of us, we get too caught up in what the people saying, what the stand saying, what the people that ain't in your game of life is saying. They don't even know they don't even know the work that you put in. They don't even show up to your practice. You feel me? When I talk about practice, I'm talking about the work you put in every single day to become a better you. They ain't there. But where they show up online, that's where they show up at, right? Because they can sit there and watch and try to pick you apart. Stop letting people who ain't showing up in your life at all, who hasn't been a part of your struggle, who hasn't been a part of your journey, direct your path. Stop allowing that to happen in your life. Stop allowing people who are sitting in the stands that will not come down and help you, right? Everybody has an opinion, but those same people that have an opinion will not give you a solution. I respect somebody who has an opinion when they bring in a solution with it. All right, so stop worrying about people that is not in your game of life. You get me? It all starts with you. Keep moving forward. Let nothing hold you back. LB, be it, live it, breathe it, be it. And you better not let this world take your smile, all right? Conquer your struggle and create new peaks. Let's get it.
All right. That was a good word from Trent. Oops. Hold on. All right. Sorry. I thought I had stopped that. So anyway, he had a good word. I think a lot of us have had seeds planted in our head of negativity. You're not good enough. You always do things wrong, whatever. But I think it's a good word. You're just like Trent said, we need to get rid of the naysayers in our lives and not listen to them. Some of them might be our family, and some of them may not be, but you can just stop listening. The other things I have done, I just stopped watching the news because it's all doom and gloom and it's very negative, and I just don't need that in my head. I don't watch much TV at all. There are good shows out there. There are good uplifting things to listen to. But yeah, just the good news is, like I said, God knows who you are. You are a child of God, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And that is both you and I. We're both fearfully and wonderfully made by our Creator. So I wish you a good morning and good rest of your day, and I'll send it back to Trish. Thanks.
That was awesome. Yes, we definitely need to be aware of the naysayers in our lives, because they, at the end of the day, don't walk in your shoes. They're not going to come pay your bills. They're not going to come create your life. That's on you. So if anybody out there, whether it be the news, whether it be the neighbor, whether it be our closest family, if they're pouring negative in, we have to put up those filters and those blocks. And if you can turn it off, turn it off. If you can walk away, walk away. If you live with them, you might have to sit them down and explain to them, look, this is something that I am committed to doing. And you can be with me on this journey, you can do it with me, or you can support me from a distance. But if you're going to push me to quit, then just understand, I'm going to turn out that conversation. I'm going to tune it out, and I'm going to go do this. You can choose when I get to the other end, whether you want to go on the trips with me, whether you want to benefit from the results of this with me. And if you choose to go another direction, I have people that will go with me, that will enjoy the journey. So you certainly don't have to take this trip with me, but it's important to be able to filter out that negative and put your head down and run. We all have the ability right now to change our lives. And I got thinking a little bit as we were going through this, what made the difference for us? Why did we go from little tiny checks to really big checks? Guys, it wasn't rocket science. It was changing little things and then being consistent and tuning out the naysayers and realizing that we could. When that day hit that we realized that it doesn't matter who you are, you can be at the top, it changed everything for us. And we literally just tuned out the world, and we ran, and we basically looked at it as if we were waitresses or waiters. Do you want ketchup with that? Do you want barbecue sauce with that? Do you want to make more money? Do you want better health? If they say yes, great. If they say no, great. Move on to the next table. Don't get attached to the results, but get attached to the process and tune out the naysayers. Guys, you can build the biggest check of your life with this company. You can write your own check, but you have to determine what work you're going to put in to be able to make that happen. Trent wanted to be at the top. He wanted to be on the main screen. He wanted to be with the big boys, and he did everything that he had to do to make it happen. Even though everybody told him he didn't have the skill set, he didn't have the health, he didn't have all of these things, he didn't let it stop him. You have the same opportunity to play on the big stage, to play at the big level with the professionals. It's up to you. Will you consistently start talking to people every day, day after day after day, looking for the people that are looking? We're only looking for the people that are looking. We're not trying to convince anybody. You can't convince somebody to do what Trent did, because it comes from the heart. It comes from inside. And so if they don't really want it, you can't create it. You can't embed that in somebody. We're looking for the people that have that spark of hope, have that spark of a dream, want something bigger, want to play on a bigger stage than they currently are, want to be able to build their dreams and not somebody else's. We offer that to anyone who's looking. So get consistent about asking and about looking. Is it you? Is it you? Are you looking? Are you ready? Are you sick and tired of your life? Are you ready for a change? Do you want a bigger life? Do you want more money? Do you want better health? Do you want more time? It's whatever the conversation dictates, but we're looking for people who are looking. Thank you so much, Mary. That was amazing. Please, if you've got people that are coming up as leaders on your team, even if they're working during this time and they're busy and they can't do it, feel free to reach out to the upline above you that's scheduling your particular day of the week. That would be me or Coco or Colleen or Diane. Talk to one of the leaders and let us know who in your team can do it, because they can record it just like Mary did, and they can be part of this and bless all of our lives. We're all better from having heard Mary's presentation this morning. So thank you, Mary. And we'll let everyone get back to your day, back to work. Happy Monday. Let's go change some lives. Let's go look and sift and sort and find the people that are looking. Have a great day, everyone.